This has really become a topic in college football that, NIL has really gotten a lot of people nervous, annoyed. I don't really know what to call it, but on Paul's show the other day, Kirby said that this is the world we live in college. The world we live in college football is changing so fast. I'm hoping there are some guide rails put in place to help college coaches who love the game and enjoy it. Right now, college coaches. Right now, you're chasing your own players. You're chasing players that are in the portal, and you're chasing recruits. So you're getting pulled in a lot of directions. There's a lot of demands. It's 24/7 all the time. I got in this game because of relationship and coaching, not the chasing. That is actually, I asked him the morning after the national championship game about what if all of this was worth it. One of the things that he said to me after the championship was, I got into this because of relationships. And it is definitely a taxing time for administrations, college coaches, etc. I do think there will be some discussion on the federal level about the enforcement of or some regulations of name, image, and likeness. But I have to tell you, I'm not sure that that will. Uh, I am not sure that any legislation would survive the Supreme Court based on some of the rulings that they've had over the last uh, cycle. I just don't know. Um, I just don't know if that would pass. I mean, the Supreme Court has made it pretty clear they are on the side of the players, the student athletes. We do live in a country where you're allowed to make as much money as you possibly can, being capitalist. And I don't see how this is different on that front. What my view of it is irrelevant. My view of the Supreme Court ruling the way that it will, though, I think is the issue for college football right now, which is the court has essentially said, hey, you know, these players, they can make money off their own name, image, and likeness. I mean, the court has ruled. So this is going to take some sort of very cohesive, I guess, federal legislation. The states can only do so much if you think about it, because if Kirby Smart is recruiting someone from Alabama, the state laws in Alabama are not always the same as they are in Georgia. So that's part of the United States too. So I think Kirby and a lot of these coaches, I mean to me, this is not the greatest issue to talk about. I mean, it's kind of um, blah, but it's really annoying and concerning and affecting a lot of college coaches and sports. So let me make sure we talk about DAWGSTRUCTION. Speaking of making money, the number one way that you can support this site and uh, dog, everything we do visually here is by going and checking out DAWGSTRUCTION. The link is down below. Y'all have seen some of these images through the years. Please make sure through the time that we've had this book, we're getting very close to some really awesome uh, milestones that we've set for ourselves. We'd like for you to help us close that out before the end of May. Make sure you're checking out DAWGSTRUCTION down below. I don't know. First of all, the schools could have done something about this a long time ago. Everybody hates the NCAA. The NCAA, that's the schools. The schools can change the rules. Change the rules, guys. Don't wait around for the governors and who will sloppily do anything you ask for them for the programs. I mean, Brian Kemp couldn't be more of a Georgia fan. These governors are huge fans of their schools, so that's great and everything. But why don't y'all handle this on the NCAA level and then adhere to that and then make this go through the courts. I mean, it took the Alston case forever to get up to the Supreme Court. So do it at the NCAA level first. Put that as the first hurdle, right? Then you can go state by state what they're already doing, and then you get federal legislation. Insulate yourself. Some of this, and I'm not talking about Kirby specifically here, but I'm talking globally in our sport. All right. There's a lot of whining about this. There's a lot of Oh, this has happened now. You let it happen. Everybody let this happen. Now, Kirby's only been the head coach of Georgia for 6 or 7, whatever season. This has been a problem that's been building for decades now. This has been a problem that was coming for a long time. There have been a lot of frauds along the way that have been talking about the education model and all this stuff. Come on. I mean, I was an NCAA athlete, and it was the whole thing was a nice story. It wasn't based in reality a lot of times. I had a teammate who has since passed away that he couldn't work a job where I played. And he went around. We could not work jobs. It was not allowed. So for I don't know why. I can't. I mean, it was very restricted. But my teammate had to go around campus selling used textbooks. He had a child. This was a real thing. Now he had a scholarship, but a scholarship doesn't pay you. So this has been a problem since I was playing. So I don't want to hear the whining from the schools and I guess the coaches. I mean, the coaches can only do so much, but they are the tip of the spear right now. But hey, listen, as a group, y'all have had this coming at you for a while. So my pity is not really there. NIL, I do not see how this is going to change personally. I mean, I make money off my name, image, and likeness. I don't know why these players shouldn't have the same capability to do that. That's A. B, it's been such a in the country is set up this way, but it's been such a you know uh something here is this way, something here is this way, and something here is well, that's America, right? And even if it were to pass on the federal level, I mean, I don't know if that would survive a Supreme Court that literally just ruled against the NCAA, and it appears that Brett Kavanaugh had a real thing out for the NCAA. Now he's only one of 9 justices, but they all were ready to slam dunk on the NCAA. So what I would say is this: yeah, it's challenging, it's demanding, but the college coaches, that's what the money's for, y'all. I mean, that's what you're getting paid the big money for. There's not a lot of people in the country that make what you make, all right? And you have gotten into this, you have signed these contracts. It's the world we live in. We have chosen this life. And if you don't want to be the coach in these circumstances, there's a couple of different ways to do it. A, you can stop coaching. B, more practically, get with the elected officials. They want y'all to succeed. Get with them and do what you got to do there. That's not even number two. Number two is get the NCAA, which you own and control, and change it. Change it to where you can, as a group of five, can really control what matters a lot to you. Get a hold on NIL. It's y'all's fault. Georgia, Alabama, the SEC, the ACC, the South Atlantic, were some. I mean, it just it's our fault collectively. Change all of those things, and you won't have this big burden. But to some degree, too, the market's going to correct itself. I mean, at some point, people are not going to pay these outrageous uh, NIL deals just for guys to come play. I mean, Kirby's criticism is not incorrect, but we have landed at this point due to lack of urgency from everybody who's been cashing big checks for a long time. Y'all can fix it now. Let's do that.